been sent to relieve me? About time. I'm dog tired.
You want me to muck out dung?
I thought you were here to relieve me. Come on. I wouldn't ask you to do it for nothing.
What are you offering?
I'll give you a bottle of something special. A bottle of fire flush.
What's fire flush?
It's a mage wine. One you have to be careful of.
Strong, is it?
Blow your socks off and curl your toes at the same time. And very difficult to get hold of.
What would I want with special wine?
Keep it for a special occasion. I mean, if you were to give this to a special someone, they'd feel great. Couple of sips, they wouldn't know what they were saying. It's a mage wine to save for special occasions, is Fire Flush. I mean, I can get you wine as well, but this is your wine plus, your wine extra, your wink and your nod.
Do you look after the wine cellar?
I have the noble title of Mage's Cellar Master. I received the wine cellar key from Master Ignatius himself.
So what do the mages think about you trading their wine?
They don't mind. They have other things to worry about. The future looks rather grim as I see it, so why not crack open a bottle or two? So, if you ever need it, I can slip you a couple of bottles.
Thanks. I'll remember that.
Yes, and if you need special abilities, shall we say, I'm your man.
What special abilities?
Ones that not every warrior of the Order has.
Such as?
I'm talking about dexterity, sleight of hand, relieving pockets of their burden.
Oh, right, I see. Give me the key to the cellar.
This is no mere cellar key. It's the key to utter bliss.
Then give me the key to bliss.
You might as well ask me to tear out my heart and hand it to you.
Look, I only want to borrow it.
No, absolutely out of the question.
Why are you digging a dung heap? Did you upset someone?
No, it just needs to be done. So they send someone of my talents to shovel shit for days. It's about time somebody else took care of this crap.
I'll see if I can find someone to relieve you.
You won't leave me up shit creek, as it were. All right. I'll give you the bottle I promised, on trust. I trust you, right? You have an honest face. Mine, so do most of the thieves I know. New. It's their dishonest hands you have to worry about. Get hold of a novice to take my place. They're usually made to sweep up anyway. I mean the other novices, of course, not you.
What can you teach me?
Halt. Stranger.
I have finished my training. I have permission.
Then you can enter the upper area of the monastery.
Ah, a novice searching for magical enlightenment.
Okay, Enzo. Go and relieve Dolman.
But I have studying to do. Besides, I've done my chores. It's someone else's turn.
And who are you?
My name is Enzo. I, too, am a seeker of knowledge.
Found any yet?
Indeed. The books are very illuminating. You will learn much from them.
Books, knowledge. I'll remember that.
And I also advise you not to try entering the Holy Hall if you do not have permission.
Why?
Do you see those guards? Well, their fists are what you get if you're lucky. If you're not, you'll get that and punishment detail. I strayed, and now I must sweep the floors instead of studying.
Well, maybe you'll find enlightenment in that.
You think so? Really? Then I must devote myself harder to it.
who could teach me to pick locks? Now who could teach me to pick locks? Now who could teach me to pick locks? Now who could teach me to pick locks?
You! Yes, you. I've got a job for you. Tell Severin to send the next delivery. Got that?
Severin? Who's he?
Severin runs the artifact collection camp at a place known as Tilda's Farm. It's on the way from here to Harbour Town. It's on the way from here to Harbour Town. Tell Severin to send the next batch of crates up here.
I'll find Severin.
If Severin has identified any special artifacts, he should give them to you. You bring them to me immediately.
What is it you do here?
I am in charge of the artifacts. I see everything our recruits bring out of the ruins. Everything. These are the key. The key to finding out why the ruins rose up from nowhere, to explaining the storms. It's important work. Any magical items must be brought here. They must be processed.
And if I go, will you give me a magical item?
No.
Not even a little one?
Why should I give something to you? You've done nothing for me.
What's in those chests?
Silver and gold, jewelry, junk. Nothing significant.
Can I have some of the gold and silver junk?
No, it belongs to the Order. There are those who value junk, and we may need to bend such superficial greed to our purpose.
Yes, we couldn't have anyone's superficial greed being satisfied without authorization. Could we make a deal?
A deal? Finish your tests first. You are too easily distracted from them.
Will Severin just give me these objects?
Why shouldn't he?
He doesn't know who I am.
Perhaps you want a password to give him. The blackbird sang gently in the night. Beware a squirrel in your underrobes, something like that.
That might work.
Right. Tell him this. If you don't send the artifacts, I'll rip your head off. How about that?
That sounds clear enough. I can't leave the monastery.
Well, you better make sure you can.
You will pay for your greed.
You better not do that again.
You must not think fighting is always the way.
There's something here about magic.
You another recruit of the Inquisition?
I'm guessing you're not a volunteer.
I volunteered through press ganging, by order of the Inquisitor.
What happened?
Bad luck. I was out hunting wolves when a white robe patrol passed. Some of us got away. They caught me.
You're a hunter.
Yes, but nobody here cares that I can handle a bow. Here I'm just Recruit Jervis. They want me to learn star fighting and magic. I'm hoping by the time I've learned the magic I have to study, the Inquisition won't need me at the ruins.
Can you teach me about archery?
I don't think the Masters would like me teaching you.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
I'm busy. I'm trying to understand these scrolls.
Let me help you with them.
It'd be enough if you got me a couple of things so I can move on. Just to keep the Masters off my back.
Like what?
A scroll of illusion, say, and 2 blank parchment rolls.
And in return?
I'll teach you what I know about archery, sneaking, and hunting.
Hello. My name is Erlan. Did you get conscripted too, or did you decide to come here?
No, I volunteered.
Good choice. I wish I'd done that.
Why?
Well, I hid at first, but they caught me. But when I got here, I realized how good it is. The Order looks after us and even gives us an education. It's a great life, actually.
Which path did you choose?
I'm going to be accepted in the Order as a warrior.
I'm training to become a mage.
Ah, so you'll be doing the tests too? I'm working on a Lumar's test. You don't happen to know the ingredient for the Nautilus scroll?
No idea. Sorry.
If you find out, please let me know. It might be worthwhile for us to share knowledge.
Which spells do you know the ingredients for?
Joke and telekinesis.
Scroll preparation. The scroll maker prepares himself mentally, then places the ingredients, the blank roll of parchment, and the quill alongside the prepared rune table. Copy the rune, noting all strokes and details made by the rune maker. The rune table is the secret then. The rune table. The rune table is a powerful tool. Blah, 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 blah. Here's something. To prepare the rune table, place the desired rune in the table. There, that's it.
What's this? Are you a new student?
That's right.
Good. We are in great need of new minds.
Just teach me what I need to know. Give me my test.
Impertinent, aren't you? Well, I suppose I was at your age.
I want to learn from you.
Very well. I am Master Illuma. I teach the high art of creating scrolls. I need men who will fight for the Order of the Holy Flame and who will win. We are facing great dangers. I need the best and the bravest. Have you prepared yourself mentally?
May I take the test?
Once you are ready. The test requires you to create a scroll and you must do it on your own. You may take the test once you are able to do that.
What must I do?
Look at the book stands in this room. They contain the principles of creating scrolls. Read and absorb, read and absorb. Once you have read and absorbed these books, seek me out.
Master, I have learned the principles.
Have you indeed? Then you won't mind a couple of little questions. How do you prepare a rune table?
By inserting the rune stone.
What materials are needed for a scroll?
A prepared rune table, a blank roll of parchment, a quill, and the ingredients.
Good. You have learned.
Can I take the test now?
No. First you must expand your theoretical knowledge.
Sounds easy enough.
Don't be hasty. Theory forms the foundation of all research. You would do well to absorb all knowledge and to memorize it.
What is my assignment, Master Illuma?
You already know that every spell has its magical ingredient.
So you want me to...
Do not interrupt. You will learn the ingredients for every spell for the first runic seal. That is your task. Find me when you have done that.
How do I learn about these spell ingredients?
Through study. You will find the knowledge you need in books and in the minds of other students. If you help them, I dare say they will be inclined to help you.
What are the spells of the first runic seal?
There are 6 spells based on the power of the runes. Magic Light and Light Healing are basic spells for any mage. Telekinesis and Transformation into the Nautilus are the most powerful spells. And there is also Illusion and Jest.
Did you say jest?
Indeed. You will learn the effect of this spell in due course. For now, concentrate on learning the spell components.
Will you give me a quill?
Alas, part of your task is to obtain the components you will need. Obtaining the components is a skill as important as the scroll making itself. Perhaps the other students will help you.
I need to find the ingredients for all the spells in the first runic seal.
You think I've learned that? I only know the ingredients for the light spell.
What do I need for the light spell?
A couple of gold coins.
Gold coins?
That's what it says in the book. I talk to the other novices and get your nose into every book you can find.
Right. Thanks. Can I help?
I'm working on creating scrolls. I'm doing the basics.
Try the book stands in the school.
Yeah, would make sense. I'll do that.
I'm looking for a quill.
My quill's pretty worn out. Enzo has got some, but the Git will want a lot of gold for them.
Where can I get writing materials?
Not from me. I'd go and see Erlan.
I need a quill.
A word of warning, don't ask Enzo for one. He has some, but he'll screw you over. Try Casper. He's a novice, but he's got lots of goods. He might have some quills.
Who else can tell me the ingredients needed for scrolls?
Well, you could try Jarvis and Ash. Or if you're feeling bookish, there's always the library. And there's Enzo. He knows a lot.
If he can help, why haven't you asked him the answers?
I'm not speaking to him.
Why aren't you speaking to Enzo?
It's a long story, but let's just say I took something of his.
So, you're a thief.
I didn't know it was his turkey.
You've fallen out over a turkey.
You obviously don't know how hard it is to find turkeys here. I didn't know it was his.
You thought it was a random, ownerless turkey.
I feel guilty already, all right. If it was easy to replace it, I'd have given Enzo a dozen back. And we'd be friends.
If I find a turkey, I'll bring it to you.
I don't think you'll just stumble on one.
I think I've handled bigger jobs than finding a turkey. I really need a quill.
Of course. I have a spare. But good quills are rare. I must request a great deal of coin in return.
I thought you were just interested in enlightenment.
Yes, and I have been enlightened by the knowledge that rare objects equal much gold.
I'm working on my test for Master Illuma.
I'm working on that too. That's why I wanted to enter the Holy Hall.
What's in the Holy Hall?
A couple of book stands. I'd gone there to find out what ingredient I needed for an illusion scroll.
Do you know the ingredients for a Nautilus scroll?
Yes, why?
I need it for my test.
Well, then you must offer me something in return.
What do you want? Gold?
No. I wish for knowledge. I must know what is needed to create an illusion. Get that information, and I'll tell you what I know.
Do you have a problem with Erland?
Problem? No. I merely caught him stealing. I do not wish a filthy thief to taint my path to enlightenment.
Erland didn't know the turkey belonged to you.
If he's really sorry, he should buy me a new turkey and all will be well.
I am Master Ignatius, and you have completed your basic training, but there are still challenges ahead of you.
Does that mean you want to set me a test?
It means I wish to show you something.
What plans do you have for me?
This is the library. These books contain much wisdom. Once you have read these books and learned the ritual that opens the door to the convocation, then we will talk again.
Here, about scrolls and ingredients. Preparing a telekinesis scroll requires wing dust. This text is about magic spells. Hey,
Novice,
what are you doing here?
I'm looking for a book.
Any book in particular?
It's called Wisdom in Combat. The monastery's supposed to have a copy.
You like reading?
Yes, I read a lot. And write a lot.
You write books?
Books, no. Scrolls. I make sure the Order always has enough healing scrolls. I spend most of my time doing that, actually, in the writing chamber. Oh, and I also train and practice with the crossbow.
The crossbow?
We don't use them in warfare, but the truth is I'm damn good at it, and I enjoy it.
Are you good enough to train me?
You don't hold back, do you? But yes, I can train you.
Can you tell me the components for light healing?
Of course. Many here are wary of strangers, but with the chaos going on, I say we're all in this together. I mean, you don't look like a spy, but spies don't, do they?
It's for Master Illumar's test. That's why I need the ingredients.
Ah, so you are certainly one of us. Well, you're working on it. I'm looking for wisdom in combat. If you'd be able to bring me that book, I'll tell you everything about the scrolls.
Would you mind if I looked at that book?
By all means. I need to rest my eyes in any case.
What can you teach me? Interesting. Now, who could teach me to pick locks? There's something here about magic. Telekinesis. The power of thought can move matter, allowing a mage to move objects towards them from a great distance. Switches and levers which are far away can also be activated. That's something to know. This text is about magic spells. Now who could teach me to pick locks? Now who could teach me to pick locks? Now who could teach me to pick locks? There's something here about magic. Now who could teach me to pick locks? The mage places himself in a floating state. He moves only with the power of his mind. As long as he concentrates, heights can also be overcome. However, this requires more concentration. Nautilus spell produces a shell of energy that rolls around the mage casting it. The mage transforms, shrinking so they may enter small spaces. That could come in handy. This text is about magic spells. There's something here about magic. Interesting. There's something here about magic. Interesting. This text is about magic spells. There's something here about magic. Now, who could teach me to pick locks? This text is about magic spells. Interesting. There's something here about magic. Now, who could teach me to pick locks? Here, any mechanical lock can be opened by the will of the mage, regardless of how complicated they are. This text is about magic spells. Ah, here it says, the illusion spell. Aha! The necessary component is the tusk of a boar.
Have you brought me something to eat? Put it with the other plates. If I have time, I'll eat it later.
What are you doing down here?
Research. So don't touch anything. I've got it all perfectly organized.
Do you have to do your work down here?
Alchemy is dangerous. It's not something you do in a crowded street. You don't want people juggling your elbow or stealing your secrets. Besides, it's quiet down here most of the time.
Can I learn alchemy?
Ha! Young people, I want to learn centuries-old skills in an instant. It doesn't work like that. Alchemy must be respected. It demands time, concentration, and skill.
So there's nothing you can show me?
I didn't say that. I can show you a few principles, but don't think you'll be able to start research and experimentation straight away.
May I buy potions from you?
Yes, I have an abundance of everything. Almost everything. Actually, my potion supply is very limited at the moment. I'm waiting for a new delivery of ingredients, you see.
Will you set a test for me?
A test?
I have to seek each master and pass a test for them.
Oh, well, I'm not really prepared. Let's see. Perhaps you could... No, what am I thinking? That's a bad idea.
Bad idea or not, I have to take a test.
Yes, but you also have to learn. Progressing up the order isn't everything. Testing and learning, the two aren't the same.
I will learn if you set me a test.
You don't have the right attitude. A test is there to stretch ability, shape knowledge. An eagerness to simply pass is not appropriate.
Now will you set my test? I'm keen to learn more of the Order.
First, we need to consider what you might be good at, eh?
Whatever you set, I will do.
Well, you have self-belief. Let's see if you have the skill, or maybe just the luck, to pass.
Then what test do you suggest?
Never have I met someone so keen to be tested. A test. I will give you a test. It won't require training you don't have, but it could be dangerous. I sent 2 novices to bring me some plants, specific plants. The novices have not returned. Your task is to find them and bring me the plants. That is your test.
Searching for novices. How hard can that be?
It is a test. If you doubt there is a challenge to it, then maybe you have failed it already. The 2 novices I sent failed to return. Or have you forgotten that?
What do I do when I find the novices?
Send them to me, and make sure you bring me the plants.
Which plants do you need?
I have a list of them for you.
I don't suppose you could give me that list?
Well, of course. Now, where did I put it? Aha, here it is. All the plants I require.
What are the novices called?
Sirius and, what was it? Ah, yes, Craven. I sent them to the forest at the foot of the mountain. That's where I suggest you commence your search.
I have to find a list of ingredients for Master Illumar's test. Can you help me?
Ingredients? Is the old man experimenting with potions once more? I do hope not. He was never happy that he lacked my skill. Illumar should stick to scrolls. He's a master of those.
Can you help me get the ingredients for his scrolls?
Can I deal with a test set by Master Illumar? You're right to come to me. The scrolls and potions have some things in common. Both contain power which anyone can tap. All that is needed for either a scroll or a potion is the correct formula, the ingredients, and a little knowledge.
Yes, and can you help me with the ingredients?
I was brewing potions when you were learning to crawl.
Scrolls as well as potions?
Scrolls? Oh, yes. Yes, I once worked on a polymorph potion. I studied the illusion scroll for that, as I recall. I probably still have it here somewhere.
So you know about the illusion scroll?
Well, I did. Knowledge fades when unused. There is a book about it around here. I forget where. If you can find it, by all means, read it. But please, don't mess things up.
I've brought you your plants.
Well, that was quick. You have performed well. Consider my test passed. But take this as an incentive to learn. You can go far if you study.
Thank you, Master.
What news of the novices?
I'm working on your test.
Good. I have need of these plants, but find those novices.
How can I leave the monastery?
Through the gate. How else?
The gate is locked.
Ah, yes, I can see that would be a problem. Talk to Ignatius. He'll be able to help.
What can you teach me? Let's trade.